It seems like Taylor Swift can't shake off her stalker. He broke into her apartment for a third time. When asked if he would do it again, he answered, probably with more violence, but not towards her.
Oof.
How can Taylor feel safe knowing that her stalker has zero regrets? Truth Team?
My first instinct when I saw this was, what's the court system doing? I mean, we're already on our third. There's been no rehab. There's been no severe punishment. I mean, what are they doing in the courts? You know,
if you
it's
saw
a
this
progressive
case.
crime. I mean, the first time it's a misdemeanor, second time it might be a misdemeanor, third time we're already talking felony.
Okay.
And, you know, we're talking prison time, not just jail time anymore. And, you know, here's a young woman in constant fear. Think about how she lives her life, looking over her shoulder, sleeping. How do you sleep at night?
And he has shown some violence. The first time he did this, he used a shovel to break through into her apartment. The second time was a ladder to break through the window. Then he took a shower in her bathroom and then slept in her bed. So this is the issue. When people are being stalked, they just feel like personally they're being attacked all the time. They're under attack. They never feel safe anywhere. Their personal property is being destroyed. And you can never concentrate on anything else. You know, they have difficulties focusing on what they need to do because they're constantly thinking in the back of their mind of the terrible things that could happen.
Somebody broke into my house when I was a judge. They did not know I was a judge when they broke in, but it just leaves with you this fear. And it's been about 20 years now since it happened to me. I still sleep with the light on because if somebody's coming, I want to be able to see them, and I've got my gun and my baseball bat ready to go.
I'm with you, because I'm telling you, I want to see you coming so I can make sure I aim just right.
So Dr. Judy, what does the stalker want? I mean, does he want a relationship with Taylor Swift? Does he want to control her? Does he want to possess her? What's the end game here?
Well, I think there's two main types of stalkers. One is just the one that fantasizes about having a relationship with a person, celebrity or not, and this is their way in, and they won't stop until they get it. But the second type is actually somebody who has a mental disorder, who might be having a thought disorder, who might be psychotic, and they're not really in control of their best judgments, and they're not really thinking even about their legal consequences.
So speaking of legally, why can't they stop him? Especially because he's like, I'm going back. I'm going to do it again. And I might get more violent. The fact that he admits that it probably will be more violent, but not against her.
Can you imagine living your life in fear like that all the time?
This is what she carries with her, you know, in case, you know, she would possibly get stabbed.
Oh, it's a clotting spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And part of the problem, I think, is that there's restraining orders. People always advocate that you get them, but the way that restraining orders work, Judge Mary, is that they have to actually catch them doing something, right? So,
and you know what I would always say to people? What is this piece of paper really going to do to protect you at 3 o'clock in the morning? I mean,
when somebody's
in your house, coming through that front door. I mean, I got a restraining order. I mean, you know, it's not going to stop a bullet. You know, it's not going to stay there.
Did you not read the book?
Hello.
At least these celebrities have the resources where they can hire private security. So you wonder in Taylor Swift's, you know, where's the private security? Because we knew Sandra Bullock had this really elaborate security system. Unfortunately, the guy was able to, the escape room and, you know, fencing around her property. So private security is an option for celebrities, but for everyday people that don't have those, you know, kinds of resources, what they have are the, you know, access to courts to get restraining orders.
And recently, there's been more and more news that psychologists and psychiatrists are starting to have stalkers, and previous mental health patients will.
You don't have no stalkers, do you, girl?
I do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I've had to hire private security for a little while until the situation got under better control. So
I had a stalker once as well.
It happens.
You just have to constantly watch. You know, when being a judge, I was always afraid, because I've put a lot of people in prison, taken kids away from mothers and fathers. You know, I would take different routes home. If I felt someone was following me, I would take a different route home.
So always be aware. I know I'm very cautious. I can feel a camera.
That's why I always lock my doors.
Remember
my phobia? I lock my doors all the time.
I'm always very observant. No matter where I'm at.
Things people should do, I think that's important. Obviously, you've got to talk about it. You've got to tell someone.
Yes.
Vary your route is really important. You know, security systems are important. Going to the police, filing a police report is critically important to start documenting what this person has done. Getting that restraining order. You know, these are important steps to take.
And a big part of it, too, is always being aware of your surroundings, which means that when you're entering your car, you're not looking at the phone at the same time, that you're really looking around.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You get into your garage and you close close the garage door right away.
Yep.
You look around you before you get out of the car.
Yep.
You got to do all of that
Can't
stuff.
take anything for granted.
You really
really
can't.
can't.
We got to
can.
keep our safety.
Be safe out there.